In a recent update by NASA, the discovery of 7 new planets has brought a resurgence of questions surrounding the possibilities of alien life. A planet that is able to sustain life is not only important for research and discovery, but it is also important for the survival of the human race. Scientists have already stated that we are heading towards another mass extinction, similar to the extinction that was caused by an asteroid that collided with the Earth and ended the era of the dinosaurs. This extinction, however, is primarily caused by us humans, as we deplete the Earth's resources in our evolutionary advancement. The human race has a unique condition in which our population has not reached or may never reach a population limit. Our population is growing at an exponential rate, and while it appears to be slowing, it has not stopped yet. However, many people state that the real problem rises from the increasing rate of consumption that people are creating, such as stated in an article from BBC. In the article, it states that the rise of technology creates an increasing demand for resources, and that as population and technology grow together, our resources cannot be sustainable. Problems arise when questioning about how we will limit population or technology, so many ignore those solutions and instead look for other ones. Yet at the rate of consumption currently held, the Earth will no longer be inhabitable, so we must think of ways to survive before time is too late. While many believe that we can still solve the problems that are present in the world, others are skeptical, stating that the damage that has been done is irreversible. Studies have shown that rising water levels and shrinking ice caps are beginning to have consequences. These issues that were overlooked in the past are suddenly becoming more relevant. Time is running out and steps must be taken to ensure we have enough time to either survive on planet Earth or move somewhere else. Despite efforts to try to limit the rate of consumption today, the inevitable fact remains that the curiosity and drive of the human race will create an infinite demand for more resources. As our planet descends into a used-up rock, many are terrified of what will come next. However, many have their hopes placed in the skies. Instead of looking for one new planet, how about looking for 7? Each of the newly discovered planets, none of which have been named yet, have promising features that are a requirement for sustaining life. Each planet has a similar mass and shape to our own home planet of Earth, as well as having a position near a star, similar to how our Earth is situated near the Sun, as is shown in this diagram. In this diagram, it states that Earth's radius is 1, and then it compares the percentage of sizes for the other 7 planets, each of which is less than 0.2% off. So they all have a very similar shape and radius to planet Earth. Other features that are included are that the temperature is right enough where the water can retain a liquid form, and even us humans should find it relatively comfortable. These temperatures are the closest to being livable in our galaxy, as not even the planets that we share in our same solar system have even remotely livable temperatures. Another good sign is that these planets seem to be composed of minerals and rocks rather than gas, meaning that even if life is not discovered, new types of rock and materials may be scavengeable and useful. However, there are huge hurdles to overcome before we can even think about inhabiting these planets. The biggest one is the distance from these 7 planets to our own home planet of Earth. According to an article on knowledge.com, the distance is approximately 40 light years, meaning that a ship traveling at the speed of light would still require 40 years of travel. Creating a ship that could travel that fast might take centuries, or it may never be done at all. People have suggested sending a slower ship that could sustain its own life for a long period of time. However, it is impossible to calculate or predict a route through space for such a distance, so figuring out how to navigate the galaxy is a whole other issue. The planets themselves still have issues that have to be resolved, as not all requirements for life have been identified. For example, while the temperature for liquid water to be present is there, it doesn't mean that there is any water actually present on those planets. Another big issue is that we have not identified if these planets have an atmosphere for holding in gases. There may also be hazardous features to these planets' environments, such as violent wildlife, that would make colonizing a planet difficult. However, all things aside, the possibility of life being sustainable somewhere besides Earth has never been higher, and scientists are eager to see what lies on these planets. The rules of these planets may prove different than ours, meaning that the foundation in those planets will make us have to rewrite our own foundation. A new age of exploration is coming, where boats are replaced with spaceships and new lands are replaced by new planets.